Hey, welcome to another video on Expected Value Lotto, where we look at Georgia Lottery scratch tickets and their expected values or payouts. And I'm going to start out with my happy page here. So we're going to go to page 2, and I want to just mention and shout out Magic Scratcher. Magic Scratcher is a Florida scratcher, and he just did a video with these like gigantic bingo tickets that are new in Florida, and I'm so jealous because here in Georgia we don't have any bingo to play. So if I scratch for fun, it's going to be bingo or lotteria or a crossword, and that huge bingo ticket, I wish we could have it here in Georgia. Anyways, so Magic Scratcher is from Florida, does Florida tickets. He also, he'll put videos on of his life, like detailing cars and stuff like that. So pretty interesting, a little break from the scratching monotony, I guess, if you ever get tired of it. But anyways, he is at 842 subscribers, and so if you're watching this and you're not already subscribed to Magic Scratcher, go on over and show him some love. He would love to get up to 1,000 subs, and I think he would really appreciate your subscription. So anyways, thank you Magic Scratcher for stopping by and commenting on one of my videos. Alright, so for today we are going back to a more recent ticket. So this is a $2 Big Bucks ticket, and I believe that this was the only ticket, the only new ticket that we had in April, when we were kind of right in the middle of all of the coronavirus stuff. And for a long time, the Georgia Lottery website did not have the odds up for this ticket, and I sent them 2 emails. So after the second email, they put the odds up, and so I appreciate them for doing that. And you can see here the overall odds on this ticket are 1 in 3.95. And here's the prize structure. The prizes go all the way from a ticket to what I'm going to call $35,000. The ticket says $50,000. I say $35,000 because after taxes, that's what your check is going to be if you win that prize. And you can see the overall odds are pretty tough, or not the overall odds, but the odds for the jackpot are pretty tough. 1 in 1.8 million tickets. So that's the prize structure. Let's look at the payout per prize. And so what payout per prize tells us is for every $2 that the Georgia Lottery gets for these tickets, they are paying out 20 cents, for example, to take care of these ticket prizes. For every $2 they get, they are paying back 15 cents for every to pay out these $3 prizes. And so you can see all of the payout per prizes, and you can see the biggest amount of money is going to pay for these $10 prizes. It's about 30 cents for every $2 they're using to pay for these $10 prizes. So this is really a $10 game if you're looking at, what prize you should expect to win. The $10 one seems to be the big one for this game. Let's look at the total payout per ticket. So if you add up the payout per prize, if you add up this whole column of numbers here, you get a total payout per ticket of about $1.41. So for every $2 you spend, you should expect to see about $1.41 back. And that is if you were to win all of these prizes evenly. So you'd have to play a whole bunch of tickets for this number to actually work out in reality. Now I like to look at it on a per dollar basis. That way we can compare, $2 tickets to $1 tickets and $3 tickets to see which ones are the best. And so if you look at this on a dollar per dollar basis, for every $1 you spend, you should expect to see 70 cents back if you're winning evenly among all of these prizes. Now what I like to do is take out the value of the top 1% of prizes because, in order to win something in this top 1% tier right here, you're going to have to be really super lucky. And so you can see the $40 prize is split between the bottom 99% of prizes and the top 1%. And so, it is within the realm of possibility to see a $40 prize. That's pretty reasonable to expect, but anything over that, you have to be really lucky. Most of us who play this game are going to be winning prizes here in the bottom 99%. And so what I like to do is take out the value of these top 1% prizes and see what the value of this game is just with the bottom 99% of the prizes that we are going to be, most of us are going to be winning. And so when I add up the payouts for these bottom 99% of prizes, I get a new total payout of about $1.24 for every ticket. So for every $2 you spend, you should expect to see about $1.24 back, or 62 cents on the dollar. This is a lot more realistic than what we saw back here. If in order to get that total payout average back, 70 cents on the dollar, you have to be really super lucky. Most of us are going to be seeing more like 62 cents on the dollar. So let's look at our last chart here, and this looks a little different than the ones you've been seeing, and the reason for that is what I've done, this dotted line. All this does is it separates the tickets that are still in play, the ones you can still go to the store and buy, from the, I'm going to always keep two tickets down here below the line to represent the best ticket that I have data for and the worst ticket that I have data for, just so that we have, you know, some kind of range to compare. And so these are the 3 tickets that I've looked at so far on videos: the Pac-Man, now the Big Bucks ticket right here in the middle, and then the Georgia Jackpot. And so you can see that of the 3 tickets that I've looked at that you can actually go out and buy, this Big Bucks does have the highest expected value, or the highest payout. It's also got the best odds. But what's interesting about this ticket is that it is not the highest in the bottom 99% payout or the top 1% payout. It has kind of like a middle level for both categories, the bottom 99% and the top 1%. If you are a play it safe type of player, you definitely want to be playing the Pac-Man game. If you are more of a high risk player, the Georgia Jackpot would maybe be the ticket you would want to play. But if you're a middle of the road kind of player, that Big Bucks ticket would be the one that you'd want to play. And I would recommend, if you're playing $2 tickets, I would play this one because there's a little bit more value in it. Now, for these two, I do want to mention this, the top prizes. I added this little category, top prizes left. The Georgia Lottery once a week will update us on top prizes that have been won, and I really feel like even that data that they give us is kind of outdated. It's not very good information at all, but you know, it will tell you if all the top prizes of a game have been won, and so you can stop playing a game at that point. At least that would be my recommendation. But what I find a little bit concerning about this Big Bucks ticket is that it came out in April. It's a relatively new ticket, and already 3 of the 4 top prizes have been won, and we didn't even have the odds. The Georgia Lottery didn't even have the odds posted for this ticket. And so what that tells me about the public, the people who are buying scratch tickets right now, is that the public really doesn't care about the odds or the value of the ticket. It's almost like, we'll just buy whatever you give us. And I'm telling you, that is a dangerous way to play, because I saw documents when I was doing this before. I looked at a lot of documents from the Georgia Lottery Corporation. Their goal, like when they started the lottery, they wanted a payout of about 45 cents on the dollar. Now, would you play a ticket if you knew that the payout was only 40 instead of 70 cents, was only 45 cents on the dollar? No way, you would not want to play that ticket. But that's what they're heading towards. And if you have the attitude of, I'll just buy any ticket I see, I don't even need to see the odds, and I don't care what the payout is, you're really hurting yourself and you're hurting other people by playing that way. And so my recommendation is, if you don't have the odds, don't play the ticket. Another recommendation is if the payout is low, don't play the ticket. Play a better ticket with a better payout. And it's real, like, I used to really like $2 tickets. It's really hard for me to recommend them right now, because that right here, this dot right here represents the lowest payout that I've seen, that I have data for within the past, 3 or 4 years. And look how close we are right now with the current tickets that are coming out. They're pushing the envelope for coming very close to the lowest payout that we've seen. They're really close to that low. And so that, I really don't like that for myself or for other players. And we know that they will at least go to a 75-cent payout, 75 cents on the dollar. We know that they will do that. And so if we would just stop buying these $2 tickets, it would send the Georgia Lottery folks a message that we want better payouts. And so that's really kind of one of the strong messages from what I do here on YouTube is to just bring awareness that if you buy junk tickets, the Georgia Lottery will give you more junk tickets and even lower payouts on tickets. So you know, just play with a little bit of awareness. Keep yourself in mind, the good of yourself, and keep the good of the other players that are playing in mind when you go out to buy tickets. So for this $2 ticket, the big bucks, I give it a big pass because I want to see the expected values go up. But if you do have to go out and buy a $2 ticket, this big bucks would probably be the one you would want to play. So anyways, thanks for watching. Happy scratching and good luck.